I love parrots. And I had one too. I was around 7 when I got one of these so-called basic birds. It was green, this size, stayed with me for 3 years, then it died. That is a very unremarkable story. And it would be, except for the fact that 3 years ago, my mother confessed to me that there wasn't a parrot, there was 3 parrots. Now, some of you might be getting the idea, but to put it bluntly, the first 2 died, and my parents decided to keep it a secret. Only when the 3rd one died, they told me the truth. Now, this one really represents the way that we build our relationship with death from an early age. Our parents want to protect us from it. Death is scary. Death is bad. I would like to make it a little bit more visual. Imagine this with me. A cardboard box. Nothing fancy. In that box, we're going to put the idea of death. Now, death in your hands is this black, weird, fuzzy substance that is cold to the touch. You don't like it, so you drop it in the box as soon as you can. You close the box, put some duct tape over it, take the box, and put it in that dark corner of your mind where you prefer not to look into, and you forget about it. That's it. That is a very common way we deal with death, also in adulthood. But my box has a bit of a different story. You see, last June, I went to the doctor's office to get some results of the medical tests. Now, I know I am not the healthiest person out there. Medicine has been part of my diet ever since I remember myself, but this time was a bit different. The doctor said that the results of the tests pointed in the same direction. I have a rare genetic muscular disease. What it means is that I will slowly start losing my muscles. I will become weaker and weaker with each year. I may become infertile or intellectually disabled. Then I will lose my ability to move completely, after which either my heart or my lungs are going to collapse, and I will die. There is no treatment, and there is no cure. It's fatal. I had dreams, had a plan for the future, had vision, had ambitions. All of that, gone. Instead, there's a dark, black blanket of imminent death covering my eyes. Remember that box? That box I put in the back of my head? Let it open, and death is here in front of me. I didn't know how to deal with it. I wrote my will. I wrote that my books I will give to my friends, the phone and the laptop, and my guitar. I wrote my wishes and expressed my love to the people that I care for. I made a plan. I made a plan how and when I will commit suicide before I'm no longer able to think or move. The future was dark, grim, and scary. But while the future was this way, I started noticing that the present and the moments I was living became brighter, brighter than ever. I started noticing that when I would open the blinds in my window in the morning to let the sun inside, or when I would open the window to breathe in fresh air, or when I would give my friend a hug, when I would say goodnight and live to say good morning, I started noticing that every one of these moments mattered way more than before. This September, I had a call with the genetic department of the hospital. They called me to give me an update. They said that the diagnosis from last year is wrong. The disease will not progress. I'm not dying. I will live. It felt incredible to have my future back. But much more than before, my focus is not on the future, it is on the present, on cherishing every moment that I have left to live. Because really, all of us are going to die. We just don't know when, and we just don't know how. That is why I invite all of you to embrace the idea of death with me. Because only by embracing the idea of death, you can truly, fully enjoy life. And that's why I invite you. That box that we put in the back of our head, take it, open it, take that idea of death, look it straight in the eyes, talk to it, take it out for a tea, and maybe then it will also grant you the pleasure of being the most alive you have ever been.